What is happening in 2025? Happy New Year and welcome to the Jewelry Conversation. Today, I want to give my predictions for the watch and jewelry industry in 2025. Let's get straight into it.
You should try and do what we done. Make $1 million while you...
Starting off with gold, which I would argue is the foundation of this industry. My prediction is that in 2025, the price of gold is going down. It's back to the old adage of what goes up must come down. And in 2024, we saw the price of gold reach an all-time high of just under $2,800 per ounce. The increase in price is due to a number of factors, but here are two main factors that I think led the price to going up. And I know I'm not an economist, but I believe that the interest rates are inversely correlated with the price of gold. So as interest rates go down, the price of gold goes up. Another factor affecting the price of gold are geopolitical tensions, such as the conflict in Ukraine and the conflict in the Middle East. During periods of uncertainty and conflict, people tend to invest in gold for its security and stability. So last year there was an increase in the demand of gold and therefore an increase in price. Basic economics. My hope is that in 2025, the global economy will improve, which will likely lead to an increase in interest rates and therefore a fall in the price of gold. I'm also hoping that next year there will be a resolution or reduction of the conflict. This will probably mean that investors gain more confidence, therefore there will be a reduction in the demand of gold and therefore the price might fall. And you might be thinking that the price of gold can't just be reduced to two factors, and you're probably right, but I'm sticking to my guns here and saying that the price of gold will fall in 2025. However, financial institutions like JP Morgan and Bank of America predict that the price of gold could reach or even surpass $3,000. And who am I to argue with the big banks? But what I will say is that both can be true. The price of gold might reach an all-time high and it might also fall as well. And if that is the case, there's an opportunity to make some money next year in the gold market. So if I was you, I'd keep a lookout for that. Next, let's talk about watches. In 2025, I predict that the watch brands will start doing more exciting things and taking more risks. Last year, we saw Rolex release a solid 18-karat gold deep sea. Patek Philippe released a Cubitus and their double denim watches. Audemars Piguet released a mini Royal Oaks and went back to the archives for the remaster O2. And to be honest, none of these were hits. However, I think it shows the willingness of these brands to take more risk and be more daring. A quick side note, not every watch is going to be a hit immediately. You've got watches like the Rolex Daytona John Mayer or even the AP Royal Oak, and these two were not hits straight away. But anyways, I'm predicting that next year we'll see some new exciting things from the big players in the watch industry. And staying on watches, I'm also predicting that next year we'll see a lot of micro brands in the spotlight. There are a lot of super cool micro watch brands such as Christopher Ward and Atelier One Perception. This year could be the year that we see some of these brands getting the attention that they deserve. And there are loads of watch brands out there that I'm not even aware of. So let me know in the comments if there's any cool watch brands you think I should check out. My next prediction is that in 2025, we'll see a lot of collaborations in the industry. And I don't mean collaborations with other watch brands per se, but collaborations with brands in other subcultures or small pockets. I saw this a lot in 2024 with brands like Hublot, Audemars Piguet and Richard Mille, but I think this year they're going to go even crazier. Looking forward to seeing what Audemars Piguet do as well. I would argue that they're the king of collaborations. From Jay-Z to Travis Scott to Marvel to Kohl's, Audemars Piguet do not play when it comes to their collaborations. I'm hoping they continue with this collaborative spirit in 2025, and one thing I really want to see is another watch with John Mayer. I know it's barely been a year since their last collaboration, but that white gold perpetual calendar with the blue dial has to be one of my favourite watches. And the piece unique they made for John Mayer is even crazier as well. And I would also like to see more collaboration within the jewellery industry as well. Last year, Wizkid teased a potential collaboration with jeweller Eliante. Lil Durk previously released a collection with Shop Gold. And closer to home, we have brands like Chifa Jewellery, who has previously collaborated with DJ Cuppy to create a collection. I think it could be cool to see another collaboration from the brand in 2025. Or could you imagine A Jewelers creating a jewelry line with Central C? These two created one of the craziest pendants in the world last year, and I wonder what a collaboration between them could look like. And my final prediction is that in 2025, the Jewelry Conversation will be the best platform for jewelry entertainment and media in the world. So lock it now. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe, and follow the journey.
Make $1 million while you young.
So if you could